Good morning from Michigan again. I had to turn off the volume on my other screen. So, what's up? What's up? I'm here. I'm going to read on politics today. I don't normally ever read about politics, but we've had an interesting weekend. So, let's start with I don't know. I got to think about this. We got to start with someone. And who is it that we want to start with? Huh. What a crappy morning, eh? Okay, oh, I don't even know where to begin. Well, let's start with the acupuncture for today. Acupuncture, acupuncture. Rub his back. We want to make the orange yeti feel good. He's got issues. He's got big issues. So I'm helping him out with acupuncture. Ta-da! There, that's it. Let's I don't even know where to begin. There's so much crap going on in the world. I don't even know where to begin, folks. Uh, let's use the Apprentice Tarot deck. That's this one right here, the Apprentice Tarot deck. Here we go. I had a great night. I've slept 8 hours, 2 nights in a row. That's unusual. I'm so glad I did. Oh, I needed it. Good morning. Why am I not got anybody in here? Oh, let's see. I'm not sure what's going on, folks. Ping. I've done this in the past. Okay, no, I'm on the right one. Okay. Wisdom of the Tarot. Can you guide me in this reading and bestow upon me thy many blessings to purify my thoughts and actions so that I can really read a positive reinforcement message to all? You've seen worse times on earth than we ever could imagine, I imagine. But I can see that times are really bad here on earth for many around the world. And unfortunately, it's just a few humans that are causing it, the damage to all the rest of us. How can we remove their powers? Is there any way? And the first card that pops up was the Empress. Yeah, it just fell out. How can we stop? I guess we have to stop Putin. Is that what you're saying? Putan? Putan. Is that what we have to do? Oh, yeah. And then the Seven of Swords reversed throughout when I asked, realizing self-deception, getting caught. So otherwise, as soon as the other people start realizing that they've been conned, So how do we remove these world leaders they're not leaders, they're destroyers. How do we remove the lead destroyers of our world? How do we get rid of them? How do we expose them? What is it that we must do? What is it that we must do? Seven of Pentacles came up. Six of Swords came up. Four of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. And then the Ace of Pentacles. And the Hangman's on the bottom. Good morning, Amanda. So the first card that came up was the Empress. And I've always usually thought of Russia because she's always been known as the mother, the mother country. She was always known as the breeder. They used to encourage the families to have large families. And then they're realizing self-deception. The Russian people are starting to, I don't know why this is going this way, to be honest. Because the question I asked was, how do we stop whoever's in charge? And these are the cards that came up. Is the Empress, which is I've always known as Russia, for now, in this reading. So then realizing self-deception, and the secrets have got to come out. The Russian people have to do this because too much time and effort. Seven of Pentacles reverse was my next card, and it was just too much time and effort put for meager results. And Russia's been trying to steal Ukraine. They've stole their children, and now they're trying to steal their land, their resources. And today that meeting is going on. And the fourth card that came up is moving from turmoil. So this would be recent past regarding their situation. Is they're moving from turmoil the people of Russia are moving away from their old ways. And the fifth card was this is what crowns us. Need to spend. Invest in unhealthy materialism. Unexpected losses. What is this? This is what happened. I think maybe this meeting today is going to be their it's going to be a loss for Russia. It's not going to turn out the way that him and Trump planned over the weekend. What day was that? Friday? I mean, telling you, it's like keeping track of anything is nuts. Whew. And what comes next in the path as it continues? If it continues, that the Russian people start becoming aware of the real truth that their country is experiencing, and that they're finding out that all the government has been lying to them. And then this is what comes next. If they continue, they need to do more homework. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. Usually when it's like this, it's resourceful and abundant. But this way, she's warning her people. They're too casual and too informal about surviving their country. They got to get out, you know who, and they've allowed. No, they were conned. There's a lot of good Russian people. I've met them here in the United States when I was a truck driver. And of course, they didn't like the fact that I was a female truck driver by myself. Okay, they didn't like that. It was okay if I had been with my husband. I don't know. Well, they might have accepted boyfriend, but I don't know. Good morning, Kendra. So, in the seventh position is the fear. This is what they are afraid of. They're afraid of what steps to do to take next because they have never ever. Good morning, Kendra. They have never ever. A lot of them have never lived under any other kind of government because I'm not sure how long Putin's been in charge, but I know it's a long time. So some of the people that have lost their lives for this war and their children that they may have left behind know no different and worship their dads. Oh, that is just so. I just got the air sucked out of me. That was weird. Okay, and then I've got the hangman came into the eighth position, which they're refusing to consider another point of view when here's the one point of view, how we see things, and this is the other point of view, which would be the opposite. Martyr, the writing on here said something about a martyr, and that popped up right into my brain like big time. It's like someone's being a martyr. I don't know what that means, to be honest with you. Maybe the next card will tell me. Which is the ninth. This is our hopes and dreams regarding their situation, their decision. I'm reading on Russian people. Oh God, this says so much. The Two of Swords reversed. Think about living under Bhutan's authority. And as a citizen, you got to make a decision to speak out or not, but knowing darn well that if you do speak up, you may end up in Siberia and nobody knows where you went. So the confusion, they're upside they're fearful. They're fearful to speak up for themselves. That's why they're gotten into this position. But that's supposed to be their hopes and dreams, and I don't think they got any hope. They don't feel no hope. I think they're fearful. I really do. I think they are afraid. And this is the result of the path. The Queen of Swords. I think they're going to finally get. I just saw Putin. Hold on. I. Whew, did you see that? I just felt like the life sucked out of me again there. Ooh, this is kind of deep. Ooh. So the Queen of Swords. I wonder who she is. I wonder if she was that leaker. I wonder. trying to get the reflection off my glasses. I want you to see my beautiful eyes. Something going on with him. Yeah. Oh, okay. Is that what's happening? That's why I keep getting the air sucked out of me? Because it was started here. It's like the people are fear. And I knew Russians, real Russians, that actually worked in our country, but they would go home for so long and then they'd come back and work again. Um, the oxygen is being sucked out of the people of Russia, is what I just got. And this Queen of Swords woman is going to help with this. She's going to bring it a awareness to it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And connecting her to this the sixth card. I agree, Kendra. Yeah, I agree. I look at it every time I see him. I try to see the differences. Whatever they've done, they've made these guys really alike. Okay, back down. Um, in the sixth position was the Queen of or coins reversed. And something needs attention, care, homework, abundance. Their country is failing. And I think the Queen of Swords is perceptive. She's tuned into her. She's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's tuned into that need. The Queen of Swords is. Um, can we tell? She's good communicator. And so I'm going to go on because ending with a, oh my God. Then we end up with the King of Cups. So we got the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords working together. And oh, Ten of Cups reversed. They're dealing with the dysfunction and upset of the Russian families. They're aware that there's a huge disruption, and no cause for celebration. And then we end up with the Three of Cups reversed. I don't like this. There's no reason for celebration. Maybe they're telling their people that we cannot keep supporting Trump or Putan. Whew, that was interesting. Very much so. Now they put the cards back. Whew. Any other political questions, Kendra, that you're interested in? Oh, that was interesting. Very, very. Amanda, you have any? Anybody? Anybody? Otherwise, I can go on because there's more and more I'd like to know. I want my country back. I really, truly want my country back. I want to be able to live my life without having to worry about what my government's doing. Yeah, okay. I wanted to read on that actually, Kendra. It is. It's not fair right now what we're going through. We don't deserve this, okay? We do not deserve this. Just like the Russian people don't deserve the horror that they've been going through for decades with Putin. And we've been going through at least 1 decade, actually, I would say more like 2 decades with the orange orangutan because they have just Yeah. Okay. Spirit, I know we're told not to ask on death questions, so I'm not going to ask about a death question. So I've been told that we're not supposed to. I've been, so I'm not going to, but when when is Tump going to be removed from office? When is Tump going to be removed from the position of power? When is Tump going to be removed from the position of power? When is Tump going to be removed? When is Tump going to be removed from office? When is Tump going to be removed from office? When is Tump going to be removed from office? Oh, I'm seeing pictures. That's, whoa, that was wild. I was seeing pictures. I'm seeing him, and I'm seeing this big orange, not orange, um, golden, oh, gore, orb, a golden orb to my right, and it would be to his left because he's looking right at me. So when is Tump going to be removed from office? Soon. He's getting closer and closer to me. He's like almost right in my face. But he's going off to my left. And now there's this long corridor. It's not dark. It's not like it's like a tunnel actually with this bright light at the end, but the tunnel's not really dark. It's just kind of like, and it's short. It's not one of those really long ones either. It's just a short one. Hi, Teresa. Wow, that was interesting. I've never done that before. Okay, so let's see when he's going to be removed from power. When, because he's really not in office. He's just got power right now. He's just a powerful man that stole the election, entertainment purposes only, YouTube. It's just my opinion. And as far as I know, we're still allowed to have opinions in this country. Let's see. When is he being removed? I hear soon is when I was in his space, it was said soon. Oh my God, can you believe this, Kendra? The Empress came up again. First place. And you see how long I shuffled. Then we got the Three of Wands, so it could be 3 weeks, 3 days, or 3 weeks, 3 months. And then the Page of Swords in a reverse. I'm only going to pull 5 to start. 4 of Cups in the 4th position. Got the Hangman again. And the Hangman is in the fifth position. So I'm going to read for there. Um, wow. Wow. Wands is summer, correct? Cups is spring because cups is health and growing up, that kind of cups is spring, wands are summer, swords are fall, and pentacles are winter. And I have no pentacles in here, none whatsoever. But I did get the Empress in the first position. And this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with Russia, folks. We're actually dealing with Russia right now. We're not. Tump is Russia. And this is what crosses our involvement with Russia. Here's Russia, and we're making progress with momentum. So they haven't totally taken over our country, but this past meeting was something to do with taking out Ukraine, or oh no. Guides just said that Trump is offering the United States in jest, in jest. And Putin didn't take it seriously. He just wants to destroy our country. He doesn't want to own our country. Well, maybe he does. He's hungry for mass land. I could be wrong. All right, let me talk. Let me hear him. Gellick, go ahead. Putin wants and Trump figure that if they work together, Gellick is saying if Putin and Trump work together and they could take over Canada, that would connect Russia and the United States as one. No, that's okay. Let me go back to reading because that's what I just heard them. Gellick was saying that's sort of what the meeting. That was one of the topics that him and Trump talked about. This way, they could all. It would just bring us all together. That's their kind of their plan. Ukraine's an afterthought. And then I think what I just heard is Putin said that if he feels if he takes over Ukraine, then he can take over the rest of Europe, and that's what Europe's afraid of. They're afraid that's what they're talking about. This isn't just Ukraine. Wow. Okay. So then the hidden, what's hidden or unseen forces? We got the Page of Swords upside down. It's a silly idea. It's their it's just their stupidity. It's their greed. They're narcissistic, and the recent past regarding this is taking things for granted. Huh. Let me. All right. I want to ask on this card here. I want to ask. Um, Four of Cups. I want to know being taken for granted, taking things for granted. Who's taking things for granted? The people. I heard Putin and Trump are they're taking for granted. They don't think the rest of us are strong enough. They think together with their oligarchs that they can take over. That's what they really want to do. 5, this is what crowns the murder. I just heard Ukraine. When I this card here represents to me Ukraine right now. Not always, just right now. He's refusing to consider another point of view. That's how they feel about Zelensky. They think that he is he is just stubborn and he won't listen, and he just won't listen to their point of view. That's what he is saying. That's what Trump and Putin, Tump and Putan, entertainment purposes only, YouTube. Let's see what comes next in the path. If the path continues, let's see what's next. I'm shuffling. What's coming next? What's in the path? If they continue, if Putan and Tump continue on this path that they are refusing to believe anybody else or anything else, that they want to take over. Let's see. This is what comes in the path. They're closed. The Ace of Swords reversed. They're closed mind. They just don't. They don't see any other point of view. It's theirs or none. And their fears. What could it be? What afraid of? Disappeared. They're afraid they're going to lose. They got the 8 of Cups and upright, and they are afraid they are going to lose. I know, Kendra, I'm so glad. Let's read on that next. Let's read on the meeting, how it's going or how it's going to go, because he's got support this time. I love it. All right, 8 of Cups was fears. They're afraid of losing, and because they think it's a very powerful position. Yep, there's the star. This is what other people are feeling about the situation. In this deck here, for the star card, 17, which is an 8, which is actually, if you 17 is 8. This is August. This is our opinion is we're more hopeful and optimistic that they're going to lose. That's what I hear. That's what I feel and I read. And this is our hopes and dreams regarding the situation, is that Queen of Pentacles reversed again. And she was, in the last reading, she was the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Something needs more attention to stop them. I don't know why I said that. They need more attention to stop them. Or they need more attention to take over. I don't know. The 10th card, this is result of the path, is negative aspects of perfection, because it's the skilled tradesman reverse. We got the reverse. I have never been so disgusted. Yeah, I know, Teresa. Today's meeting is going to be freaking interesting. They may not even display it because of how bad the last one went. And also because Zelensky has support with him. In the 10th card of the, which you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 10th card with the Ace of Swords reversed. That's not good. What the fuck? This is them taking over. Negative aspects. They're closed-minded. They do not listen. And because they have made up their mind, they're going to do what I predicted. I don't think they can achieve that, to be honest. I don't really think they can achieve it. Because Canada is not going to go along with it for sure. But I think that's what their fantasy is. Putan and Tump they want to take in, that's their fantasy. To make Russia and the United States as one. And that's why Trump wanted to take over Canada. And that way, the only things blocking is Alaska, which is only a couple miles off of Russia. I really believe that was an awakening. I've never heard anybody else come up with that. Um, and the next question? Let's come here. Oh, let's read on. I'm going to use the spiritual oracle deck for this one. Yeah, they're trying. I mean, they're definitely trying. Do you see on Midas Touch they're trying to they're in the process. They're not trying. They're actually in the process of getting permission with Canada to have Midas Touch Canadian broadcasters. I was watching it this morning about those guys, and it's that one guy that's always speaking out. That was really good. If you haven't seen this morning's with I can't think of his name. He's a cute little sucker. He's very outspoken. Okay, so now let's see what the turmoil. So I told you Trump is going to be out of office it's either 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. If it's 3 weeks, that's where a lot of the other predictors are saying is September. But I got a feeling it's going to come out that that's their freaking plan. That's their plan right now, and that's why the meeting in Alaska was so important. But now we're going to read on Zelensky and the European leaders in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C., the leaders of Europe with President Zelensky in the White House today. Wow. I can see them all in the White House. I Okay, here we go. Okay, some said to spread the cards. Spirit said spread my cards and pick. I'm going to try a little experiment with y'all. I believe, let me double check on the number of cards in this deck. They all do it differently. Oh crap. You're okay, Matilda. I moved, so my dog took off running. including oral deck. This deck's got 90 cards in it. Okay, can everyone in the group pick one card? No, pick two cards each between the numbers of 1 and 99. And I'll pull those cards. Go ahead, start posting numbers. Any number between 1 and 99. Because in fact, these cards are numbered. I forgot about that. Okay, so we got 45 and 98, 23. You make sure I write all these down. 45, 98, 23, 57, 22. Kendra, you got another one? This is going to be interesting because this reading here that we are doing as a group is, one more, Kendra, as a group that we're doing this 66. Okay. Now I got to pull those cards. I laid them out. So let's go. I'm going to push them together and I'm going to count them off. Okay, we're going to do it together. We're going to count them off here. First 22 and 23. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Here's 22 and 23. 23. Now I got to go to 45. 23. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Now I got to go to 57, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. You can't have 98. There's only 90 cards in the deck. So I'm going to change your 98 to 90. Because what number was I on, you guys? Oh, I got sidetracked. Because I was going for 66. Okay, I know how to do play it back. Oh, okay, I was on 57. Okay. Okay, Carl, that's what I put 90 down. 57. Okay, there. So that's 1, 2. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 57. Now we got to go to 66, 57. 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. And the last card would be 90. That made it easy. Oh, let's see. So this reading is going to be pertaining to the plan, the meeting in the White House today with the leaders. How are they? We're not focusing on Tump. We're going to be focusing on you, Zelensky and the European leaders. Zelensky and well, that makes sense. Multiple issues. Wow. In a dilemma. They're in a dangerous situation in the White House. They're, oh my God, I heard Stephen Miller go, arrest them all. He's a little, he's a little narcissist, isn't he? He's definitely Hitler's reincarnation or twin. They're figuring out an exit plan. And maybe that's why our administration. Uh, oh, what was I? Then I started reading Carl's message. That's why I can't read messages when I'm reading. Multiple issues. They got a dilemma, and I got to go back into their thinking. Their thinking. Zelensky and European leaders. Zelensky and the European leaders. Tell us how you're feeling. Tell us how. They're figuring out an exit plan, you guys. They're not walking in there blindsided. They know they're dealing with multiple issues, and the plan is bigger than anyone can imagine. And we got in needing embrace. That's cool. They're embracing Zelensky to be for his support. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, I'm so glad he's there. Spirit message. The other side. This they got a feather. Okay. We got a hello message. They are going to be protected because they feel the protector. The last out card was the protector to feel safe. So they're going in with open eyes, and they're there to protect Zelensky in their own countries. That's really why they're there as a group. Wow. Let's see what let's see if I can come up with a time frame. Again, 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. Will he lose power in 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months? Is he going to lose power in 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months? Wow. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. Together again. I hope the meeting goes well. So together again, and that might be them. Oh crap, what did I do? I put my cards together wrong. Okay, let me go for the next card. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. We want to know when he will be losing power. When is he going to be losing his power? When is he going to lose his power? When is he going to lose his power? 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. Oh, 3 years just popped in my head. Hell no, I don't think we can survive 3 years. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. This is what's coming up next. You know what? They're not going to tell me. It says thank you for caring, because the first card was a get together reunion, and then we have caring, compassion. Thank you for caring. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. When is he losing his power? When is he going to lose his power? Or because he's not president, he's Russian entertainment purposes only. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3. When is he going to lose his power? When is he going to lose his power? Wow, I just saw Ivanka when I was looking at this card, when I was reading this card, and I saw Ivanka, his daughter. And this card is protect each other, a family member. A family member is going to come forward to because it'll be a workplace injury. a lot of people. Uh-oh. He's going to be standing at a podium and he's going to start coughing. And he can't stop coughing. And that's when Ivanka steps in. And she's going to be held down with heavy burdens because she's going to have to fix the corruption and I don't know who will take over. Escapism. It says escapist and sensitivity is needed. I think that's why Ivanka's the one that's going to step in, and she's gonna help him. July, August. There's our time frame. July, August, July's already passed, so could it be in 3 days? Ivanka's not telling anything. She's kept her mouth shut for years. I don't think she ever talked. She talked to her father, probably. Father energy, leader. That's where I'm going to leave this reading at. Oh, Lord, let's pray. Powers of the universe, I open my third eye wide, wide, wide. You're huge. I love you, third eye. You're beautiful. I see the universe, the depths of the universe. Let it be in 3 days, that he's removed from power, that he loses his power in 3 days. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, all the light workers in the earth and the universe. Thank you. Amen. Okay, that's where I'm going to leave it for today. Thank you all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for subscribing. Thumbs up. And I'll be back on Wednesday unless something comes up where I need to do more. But love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for helping me do that one reading too. Bye.
Subscribe, it's free. Highlight the bell to get notifications and thumbs up. Make comments on replay. I want you to have love, light, and laughter in your life every day. Because if you love and shine light on it, it brings laughter into your life. Subscribe, it's free. Highlight the bell to get notifications and thumbs up. Make comments on replay. I want you to have love, light, and laughter in your life every day. Because if you love and shine light on it, it brings laughter into your life.